Hello, myself Shrika Kannepalli. I'm a fourth year electronics and computer student at VIT Chennai. Uh, I have hands-on experience on machine learning, deep learning, and data science. In the cybersecurity project, I leveraged machine learning by using foundation cycle of data science. In addition to that, I used Docker to containerize the model and used GitHub Actions for creating the Docker images. Let me take you to my model. In this model, wait, let me see you. This is the whole training part which I want to skip. Um, it was a whole training part which was ended with no errors. I will show you the accuracy scores. For that, I used an API called MLflow. Let me from starting. I will take you to the containers. The first phase is data ingestion phase. It is in components. Yeah, data ingestion phase. In this phase, I tried to feed the I tried MongoDB Atlas, Mongo Atlas, DB Atlas. Let me show you what is it. This is a MongoDB Atlas. This MongoDB Atlas is responsible for managing and storing the raw data. And as we can see, there are total of 22,000 documents which are stored in a very appropriate, proper way. Uh, in the next step, in the next step, it is data validation. In this data validation step phase, the we set up some threshold so to handle outliers and used a model function called as K2SAMP. Wait, let me show you. Where I use a K2SAMP function. Uh, this one, this is the K2SAM function. This function is mainly responsible uh, for checking that data is good for fit or not. Next step is data transformation. In this data transformation, the main step is to refine the model by removing the all missing values, for which I used KNN imputer. As you can see, this imputation for complete missing values using k nearest neighbors, and then trying to build its artifact. For this, the artifacts are nothing but the outputs after we run the model. As I run the model, you can see the artifacts here. It shows you here it is a data transformation artifact. Here everything transformed data is we can't see it. This is the data validation. This data validation shows how much how the data is good for the next phase of training. And in this is the data ingestion, where you can see train the ingested data is in the form of CSV file. And this is a feature stores. You can see these are all the data which are the features which consist of the features. uh, Next step is the training of the model. As you have seen, I have trained the model. I have trained the model under some models like random forest, decision tree, gradient boosting, logistic regression, ADA boost. It takes time. That's why I had already run this model. You can see there are no errors. Uh, if you want, I have used ML Flow UI for tracking out the uh, accuracies. You can see that there are the accuracies like 98%, 99%, 98%. These are the accuracies for the all the models which I used, and it is a pretty good accuracy score. Now I want to show you some of that cloud deployments which I did. First one is I tried to store objects that objects store the objects um, in the S3 buckets. Let me take you to the S3 buckets. This is my S3 whole application. Let me take you to my S3. Uh, yeah, to get the more exposure, to the cloud deployment field, I try to store the artifact. This is my general purpose buckets in the Amazon S3. Now let me take to my folder objects, and in this two objects are created, which is artifact folder and the final model folder. In this final model folder, it contains that objects of that model, the best model which it has chosen, and the preprocessor model, and these are all the objects which are stored. And artifact folder is nothing but the outputs which was created for the reuse, like data transformation for the reuse, data validation, data ingestion. These all objects are stored in the Amazon S3, so that this the data which are stored in this can be reused again. The next is the Amazon ECR. Let me take you to the ECR. In this ECR, it is I try to containerize the Docker images. As you can see, this is images which were formed, Docker images which are formed, and its sizes of 617.68 MB. It's quite medium level, and I try to use Amazon EC2 for deployment. Let me take you to that Amazon EC2. This is my EC2 instance which I created, and this is everything which I have installed and saved. And you can see that I connected to GitHub, and you can see that it is listening for the jobs. And when I try to hit the connect button, there will be an API which would be triggered, and with that API will be helpful for predicting the model. Uh, Let me take you to my GitHub repository. In this repository, you have, as you can see, that this is the final deployment into the EC2, and which is successful. Uh, Let me take you to this. Yeah, see, you can see that everything that build, tag, and push image to ECR, everything is perfectly done, and I have completed this because it takes much time for this. It approximately took me around 2 minutes 6 seconds for the 3 minutes for the complete deployment into the EC2. I will show you how that API looks like. Now let me take you to my code, and now I will show you how this API works, and whether it is successful or not. The prompt is um, UVCon app is dot app forward app reload. Now I try to run this, and just copy this link. Uh, Now just this, and so this is the API which I used for my model to get to train and to predict, which is done by EC2 instance, because I tried to deploy it. And as you can see, now I will just train the model. For that, just click on try it now, and after execution, you can see that now in my model it starts to run this all files here again. See, this is running, all the files are running again. It takes some time, but um, everything, the all the model this is all training again. And let me show you what is, and you can see that training is successful. And like this, if I want, I can also predict it by just adding a file for prediction, and after execution we get our answer here. So this was a I checked it out, and it came as a uh, good answer. So this was my whole project in which I was uh, very much exposed to all these AWS services, which helped me to learn about some new things, and was very much helpful for my future endeavors. And this is from my side, and I have given all my links and everything in my blog, which I had created today. And see, here are the links of everything. So this is my architecture of the whole model. So I hope you like this video, and thank you.